outline three ways in which this is an invasion. It looks like we got a record number of people coming across the border, unabated, aided by the drug cartels. And I made reference to two U.S. constitutional provisions and a Texas constitutional provision invoking the invasion clauses. And then I announced the action that we were taking. So let me outline, because it depends on the facts on the ground, what category the action falls in. The first step we try to do is to prevent illegal immigrants from ever crossing into the border. We categorize them as turnbacks, and so the Texas National Guard is in charge of that, but DPS, Texas Department of Public Safety, works with them also. But so level number one is turning them back, not letting them cross the border in the first place. Level number two is if they make it across the border, DPS is to arrest them and return them to the border. Level number three, if they make it further inland, DPS will arrest them for trespassing in Texas, and they will go to jail. Level number four is that most of the illegal immigrants coming across the border, they are going to land that is either owned or operated or controlled by the federal government. And they know that their goal, the illegal immigrants' goal, is to reach those Border Patrol officers and turn themselves in. For those who reach that category, those are the ones, after the Border Patrol releases them, and we will put those people, because they have the authority of the Border Patrol and the federal government. They have the authority to remain in the United States. And so we are taking those and putting them on buses and sending them to Washington, D.C. And as others have urged on the phone call tonight, there may be some other destinations they go to. Bottom line, but I want to make sure people know other things that we're doing. In the history of the United States of America, Texas is the only state to build its own border wall. Yeah. And we continue to add to that border wall. We are also the only state to put up razor wire to make it either physically impossible or next to physically impossible for illegal immigrants to come on shore on certain regions of our border, as well as the many other strategies that we've deployed. So we're using every tool in our toolbox to make sure that we're doing something that is, by the United States Constitution, the federal government's job to do. I cannot emphasize enough. It was just 2 years ago, under President Trump, we had the most secure border ever, and the fewest border crossings in decades. And it just took Joe Biden about a year to dismantle all of that, to destroy the border, and to have to cause states like Texas to step up and do the federal government's job.